Well, we spent about 6.5 hours on the road, about an hour and a half setting up camp, and we're established here at Fish Pond Creek Campground in Saranac region. It's Labor Day. Everyone's heading home. There are still a few people left in the campground, and it should be a quiet week. I'm looking forward to it. What they have for a camp store here, a trading post. It's a good butcher. And there it is. Pretty much got everything you need. It's closed right now. It's really nice back there. These campsites are labeled with a C for creek. I'm on C number 5. Just gets you farther away from all the RVs and the heaters and the horns and the generators. We all recognize the Tacoma. Once or twice a year I break out the car camping gear. This is my easy pitch tent and kitchen, screen house. I put up an 8x10 fly over the fire. It's a nice setup. Only downside to this site is the hill. It's a decent spot down there too. It's a bit of a switchback to get up, so my next task is going to be to make a fire. It's almost dinner time. That's an interesting and beautiful aroma. This whole thing. Yum. Woke up with a little rain today. I hope you can hear me over the rain. It's just after 6 a.m. I was just able to get some charcoal started before the fire started, and before the rain started. I should be able to make a cup of tea. And why I put this shelter up. This rain's not going to last all day, though. It should be done before breakfast is over. So fingers crossed. Good morning, everybody. Last time I spoke to you, I was just getting up and it was starting to rain. That was about 6:30. We've had about 2 different bands of weather come through since then. The latest one just finished. It came in just before 8 and it's still kind of making some noise now. Maybe 200-300 feet in that direction. I saw the hit. I saw sparks fly. The hair on the back of my neck is still standing up. I'm not ashamed to say it. I ran for my truck and took cover. All right, easy, boy. Easy. I think you're the same one. Did you learn? You're just hungry, eh? Easy now. There we go. No harm done. I wonder what it is. Sunny, maybe? We're feeding the little fishies today. Hey, fishing is cold due to rain. Go back to the camp. As you can tell, today's been a camp day. haven't gone out the boat. Did a little fishing up the pier. And I'm gonna have my chicken soup for, I guess we'll call it lunch. Probably have it for dinner too. Made some rice. If you're gonna hang out and camp all day, you gotta have good food. Need my spoon. We've had on and off sprinkles today. Nothing to write home about. This soup I made about a week ago and froze it. Maybe 2 weeks ago. It's really good now. Used it as a block of ice all week. Kept everything else cold. Excuse me while I eat. It's pretty late in the afternoon. About 3:30. I'm going to take a quick hike up to Floodwood. I'm hiking down the trail from my campsite at Fish Pond Creek up to Floodwood Pond, where I did the Adirondacks shelter video. We're following the red trail markers today. Woohoo! Spent the last 6 days here in the Saranac region with my kayak, every day on the boat. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. It's a great way to spend 4 or 5 days. But I need to work out my legs a little bit, so I broke out my trekking poles, my backpack, put a few emergency items in here. This isn't a long hike. I think it's 4 miles. There's some beautiful woods. There's supposed to be wildlife back here. Let's see what we run into. I'm just going to turn the corner and I ran into all this beautiful green moss, I guess you'd call it, growing on the roots. It's raining a little bit right now, but it's hard to feel it in here. There's a couple of clouds passing by on the radar. I figured, what the hell, we'll go for the hike. I just wanted to show you that. That was a pretty spot. Something right out of Disney World. I get a load of this. I gotta walk under this. Yeah, the wind picked up just a little bit. Even better. Wowzers. Thankfully it didn't fall. Lives to fight another day. I just took a little pit stop here, tie up my shoes. I had them tied for camp, not too tight. I'm hiking, I need some support. Perfect tree. Tie my shoes on. Just realizing something, in all the hikes and trips we've taken, this is the first time we've hiked in the rain. I rarely do it myself. This time I consciously decided to come out. I knew it was going to rain. Put on the rain slicker. I've got some emergency gear that's geared around staying dry and warm, just in case. Hopefully we don't need it. I've got some water, and I also have my filter, just in case. Again, hopefully we won't need it. And let's enjoy a walk in the rain. You know, it's beautiful, different sounds. Just ran into what I think might be bear scat too, so I'm going to try to make some more noise. Yeah, baby. Alright, let's get walking. We're headed that way, the red targets. Beautiful big trees. Hey bear. Hey baby. Just a little bit of water to cross. I saw more bear scat just a few minutes ago. So I'm singing the Hey Bear Bear song. Hey Bear Bear. I don't want to sneak up on anybody. You know, if there's a happy little bear eating berries somewhere in the woods, I don't want to turn the corner and scare the hell out of her and have her stomp on me. If she hears me coming, she'll run. If she does, I guess I will. I think they run like 35 miles an hour though. It's a bit faster than me. Hey bear, bear, bear. We're still on the track for the red trail. Haven't got lost yet. Stay tuned for more. That's Fish Pond Creek. You follow that down current, you'll go right to the campground. Looks like I'm stumbling across a campsite. Sure am. Sounds like a great place to take a break. I didn't bring my mess kit or my tea. All I have is water. Oh, there's the site marker. That's cool. I bet there's a privy back there. It's a really nice site. Look at the view. And all you gotta do is take a, let's see. I still less than a half an hour walk from the parking lot. I can't imagine not enjoying yourself here. I like this site a lot. The more you explore, the more you want to explore. And it's a big world out there. Lots to see. Look at this. Great place to bring up the boats. Oh, man. You could have a real luau out here. Oh, boy. Right in the middle of the trail, too. That's funny. Red markers on the trees. I got a single continuous shot all the way down from Floodwood Pond to Fish Creek Pond. Paddled nice and slow and quiet. I think I'm gonna make a meditation video out of it. Well, relaxation video, you know, whatever. Don't get too hokey. Look at this, an international flare. A sign for the toilet. Very good. This has got to be some great camping. Hey, bear, bear, bear. You can stick with me for a while. Looks like a Bob Ross painting. Everything's all covered with rain. This is what I've been missing by not hiking in the rain. The few moments after the rain stops. Look at this. I suppose this is another campsite. Yes, it is. Look at how nice this is. This is the creek that goes up to Floodwood. It's great paddling. Especially this weekend, there's a lot of water and there's a lot of current. It's a beautiful paddle from Rollins Pond all the way around through Floodwood, down this body of water into Fish Creek, down into Copra's Pond, and you have a canoe carry from Copra to Way Pond, and then that's a long one. And then there's a short one going from Way to Rollins. I did that on day 2, right after the storm. It made for a good tape. It was very exciting. The downwind run was definitely worth the effort of paddling upwind a little while. Back on the trail again. Hey, bear, bear, bear. You can smell the pine duff. It's beautiful when it's wet. Hello. This is just a side trail. I see people just camping off trail here. And this is access to the bridge that we saw coming down Floodwood. That's I wanted to make this side journey. That looks slippery. It is. I just passed Floodwood Landing. Obviously, it's a Saturday. It's occupied. There's people all over the place set up with bushcraft. I guess camping, I call it tarp camping. I like it. I want to come up here. I'm jealous. Just going to find a spot to hang out, take a break, and we're going to call it a day. It's a little sketchy, but this looks okay. Gotta disturb the ducks. I'm looking at this spot right here. Like a good place to sit. Yeah, that works. Well, here we sit in a totally wild environment. It's not a campsite, this is just a spot off the trail down by the lake. That's Floodwood Pond beyond the foliage there. Now, if you follow me on this one, if you follow this pond in that direction over there, it'll bring you to Floodwood Landing. That's where you pull out onto Floodwood Road, and there's dispersed camping there, and a trail over to Long Pond, which I spent some time at. I'm going to drink some water, hydrate up, have a little rest, and then we're going to retrace our steps back to our camp. Let's see, we left camp at 3:15. It is now 5 o'clock. We'll be home by 6:15. It's not going to be a long break. Never get tired of that sound. Almost invisible, the little thing. I saw his ribs. I'm not eating well. It is coming into hunting season. Good luck, mate. It's always nice to see wildlife. I just thought this was cool. Some logs over a bog. I've been walking fast, probably for the last hour or so, almost. I got a good sweat going. Boy, if I got stuck in the woods now, I'd be screwed. Now, speaking of which, what's in my pack? I've got a poncho tarp. Very strong, rubberized. Not something you want to wear all day, but you can make a nice shelter out of it, especially with trekking poles. I've got an emergency blanket, super lightweight, but probably save your ass on a cold night. I've got fire making, fire striker, I got tinder. I've got water. I'm not carrying any food, but I got a belly full of chicken soup, so I'll be okay. I got my cell phone and an extra battery, and I do get a signal out here, thank goodness. I've been hoofing trying to make time. It's 6 o'clock now, just past 6. That means I'm just shy of an hour from Floodwood Pond. Oh, we still have a ways to go. It's starting to get dark in the woods. The camera probably makes up for it. We're at the end of the trail. Made it back in good time. Really hustled. Oh. I'm soaked to the skin. Whew. I need a cup. Nope.